Hi, welcome to this bonus Black Friday interview. I'm Ilya from VanHack, and today I'm joined with Johan, who is the founder of PageLoad and a core NodeJS contributor. We'll be talking about the importance of open source and how that'll help you get hired. So great to have you here, Johan. Thanks.
Thanks for having me. So open source.
Yeah, definitely. So NodeJS is an open source community, and tell me, how does that contribute, or maybe what's the best way for you think that a developer can stand out in the hiring process?
Okay, so for me, open source it's not just something you use as part of building your own stuff. It's a core part of what I do and how I align to the community. I think first of all, open source is a great way to get a good insight for people that are looking at working with you. They can look at how you work with your code, but also how you work with others, how you create pull requests, or how you discuss problems, or how you interact with other people. It's also a great way to learn things. When you work with other projects, you work with tools like Git or other source code management tools, but you can also interact with stuff like CI or like code quality tools such as linters and similar things. So it's just a great way to learn. It's a great way to show your skills, but finally also it's a great way to meet other people. So you'll meet like-minded people that works and wants to solve the same kind of problems that you have.
Awesome. So wow, sounds like open source is a fantastic way to get started.
Mm-hmm.
And so how do you actually get into it? Let's say I'm a developer, maybe I've worked for an enterprise my whole career, looking to get dip my feet into open source. What's the best way to get started in that?
I would say, find a project that you use every day. Can be Node, can even be Swift or something like React. The tools you use every day, because that's where you usually find the bugs. But if you don't find any bugs, there's also other ways. For instance, Node.js has a great way for newcomers to come in and be part of solving simple things. It can be finding bugs or typos in documentation, but it can also be like low-hanging fruit bugs that we intentionally leave for newcomers or new developers to come in and be part of the ecosystem. Another way could be, as I said initially, find that bug that's itching you, and instead of writing an exception to it like you should do in your code, fix it and send the patch upstream and be part of the process of getting it merged into the next release of the software you're using.
Cool, very cool.
Another way could also be just going to meetups. Most often these bigger projects, let's say React or Swift, they have local meetups around where you live. You can go to meetup.com and find similar things there. Go there, meet other people, talk about your product, how you use it, what you find annoying about it, and like from there you usually get a good starting point.
Awesome. So yeah, get out there, show your skills, start getting into the community. Fantastic. So, and so you hire developers. Mm-hmm. What do you look for when you're hiring a developer?
I think the most important thing for me is you want to work with people that want to solve the same problems you have. So for me, for instance, I work a lot with optimization. So let's say if you're into image optimization, you're going to be very interesting to me. And obviously, if you contribute to a lot of open source projects that are within the same vicinity of the stuff I work with, that's obviously a great way for me to have a look at what you know and how you interact with that. And also seeing that also gives me the opportunity to see how you interact with other people. So the way you file pull requests or issues or work with problems in other open source projects is probably likely how you'll work in my business as well.
Awesome.
So that's why open source is such a great way for me to look at and understand people before I even have to email them.
Great. So it kind of helps you filter and screen them. And if someone doesn't have anything, then how do you know they're good?
Yeah.
If someone has a lot of open source contributions, wow, it's right there. You can see the code.
Exactly. For me, it's always like the first thing I do. I go to their GitHub profile.
Yeah.
And then if I find something interesting, I walk through it and I see frequency, for instance, how often do you commit, how active do you maintain your projects or the bugs you find or the projects you're involved in.
Wow.
And if you're very active, that's a big plus for me.
Great. Wow, look at that. Importance of GitHub and contributing to open source. So thank you, Johan. This has been super, super helpful. Guys, Johan is from Sweden. He lived in Australia. He's now here in Startup Chile with me. He recruits developers from all around the world. So if you're looking for a job abroad, I think what he just said is true for him and probably for many other companies as well. If you want to check out his project, pageload.io, that helps make websites load faster.
That's it.
And for anyone who's watching this before November 30th, we are now going through the launch of Black Friday for VanHack Premium. So if you want to join VanHack Premium, it's only $45 for a month and $200 for every 6 months. And the first 20 people that get $200 6 months get one of these awesome VanHack shirts. And also, of course, it's 100% money back guarantee. You can cancel anytime if you don't like it, but you get 32 hours of English practice and a whole other stuff. Thank you, Johan, so much for being part of this. And yeah, guys, go contribute to open source. Get back to work.
Fork a project.
Yeah, cheers.
Thanks.